YouTube, Sayer13 here. Just making sure you guys are all there. Yeah, you're there, okay. I know it's been a while since I've done videos. I'm actually currently uploading a buttload of videos that I've done. Like here, I'll show you. There's just some of them right there. See, some of them, all those are being uploaded. And I've already uploaded like 6 other ones or 5 other ones or whatever. A lot of these are from my trip out to Summerland to visit my my biological folks. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that. I'll start with that. A few things I want to talk about while I'm doing this. This is what I'm calling these my face-to-face videos, because technically it's like my face, your face watching. So, and you learn little bits and pieces about me. All right. At birth, I was adopted. I was given up because my biological folks were too young, I guess, when they had me to actually start raising a family. Funny thing is, a year later, my sister Deanna, my birth sister Deanna, came along, so they figured it was fate, and they ended up getting married. So I have a full-blooded sister and another full-blooded sister named Trina. They're all great people. Like, my folks ended up getting married, and they're great people. And I've met tons and tons of relatives I never knew I had and stuff. And they live in the Okanagan, which is a little area here in British Columbia. It's like in the mountains. It's got a great big lake. You may have heard of the Ogopogo, which is famous, like a Loch Ness Monster sort of thing for Lake Okanagan or whatever, the Okanagan Lake out there. He's kind of one of he's actually been on that what the heck is the name of that show where they hunt, not Monster Hunters, but Destination Truth, that's what it was. It's been on that show before. Anyway, yeah, so I was adopted, and back in 2000, I think it was, or 99 or 2000, around that time, they found me. I remember I had just gotten out of the shower. I had pretty much buck naked except for a towel wrapped around me. Not that you needed to know that, but it sets the scene. And I remember the phone ring. I picked it up, and there's a voice on the other end and said, "Is this Neil?" I was like, yeah. I'm thinking, uh-oh, bill collector or something. And the voice was like, "Neil Bernstein?" I'm like, yeah. I don't know how to tell you this. I'm like, just say it. Ended up, it was Deanna. And she's like, "I'm your sister." I'm thinking, you don't sound like my sister, because I do have a sister that I grew up with. Her name's Marla, which you've seen in my Jake Likes Cake video. Anyway, so my knees got pretty weak there, as you can imagine, lightheaded, almost fainting type thing. I sat and chatted with them for a bit, and chatted with my birth mom and my other sister, and it was pretty cool. And then we met them, went out to a restaurant up here called Boston Pizza, which is kind of funny because during the Stanley Cup playoffs last year, they changed the name of it to Vancouver Pizza because we were playing Boston in the finals, which we lost. Ugh, whatever, don't remind me. Yeah, so that's the story of that. So anyway, I spent Christmas out there. They live in a place called Summerland, which is funny. I'm in Summerland in the middle of winter. And usually they get lots of snow there, but there really wasn't much snow. Well, there was lots on my way back, which you'll see in some of the videos. I did some filming of that on my drive back through Manning Park. And I had a great time. Spent like 6 days up there. Wish I could have spent more time, because their bed that I was sleeping in there is way more comfortable than mine. It's one of them memory foam pillow toppy type mattress things, and mine's just an old school one. Like me, old school. Oh yeah, that reminds me. See, this here, forever I've been, well, because I was dyeing my hair black, being in a band and all that shit. And so I had it black all the time, and I was dyeing this to match it. So I've been dyeing the shit for years. But should I? You answer that for me. Should I keep dyeing this, or who cares, right? I mean, really? I've never been one to give a shit about what people think of me. To be honest, I really haven't. I mean, other than, my mom, my dad, my sister, people that see me on a regular basis, their opinions of me matter to me. But the general public, I don't care. This is me. This is what you get, right? I'm not hiding anything. When you're coloring, it's kind of like hiding or whatever. But I wasn't doing it for vanity's sake. I was doing it a little bit for youthful image, because being in a band, right? And that's what they go for, right? So, But should I just leave it? Who cares? Just let it go naturally. I mean, I got some grays up here too in my hair, which you've seen if you've seen me in some of my other videos where I don't have the bandana. I just keep this because it keeps my hair out of my face. Yes, I have hair under here. Lots of it. Good hair genes in my family, my birth family. What can I say? Yeah, anyway, so Christmas was great. I hope you guys had great Christmases, got stuff you wanted. I got a great new coat. And my sister Trina got me a what's called a diffuser. I'm into like incenses and stuff like that. Stuff that makes your room smell good. Like I got those Febreze changeable things, and now I got a diffuser with the ocean breeze. It actually smells pretty good. Little bamboo-y sticks that you stick in an oil container, and it basically it makes your room smell good. Sorry, just adjusting myself. It kind of reminds me of that old joke where the guy has to eat food through his butt, and the doctor's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm chewing gum." Anyway, I'm so like off topic all the time. I will be doing some shoutouts too. Oh God, I'm like ADD boy here. Other than that, had a great time. New Year's was pretty uneventful. I sat here at home setting up my PlayStation Network account, which I'm Saber604, but I think I already mentioned that. No, that was another video that I did for somebody else's channel, by the way. Tapia323's channel. I did one for him, a questionnaire thingy. You can check it out. I'll put a little annotation here somewhere. There's shout out number 1, Tapia323. There you go. I'll randomly do these. I'll probably cap them off at the end of my video here. So things that have been going on with me lately, I have been quite busy, which is why you haven't seen me put too many of these videos up here. Just getting stuff together for like the blood drive. We may have, I have to email her still, but we may have one of our local legend heroes named Trevor Linden, who was the captain of the Vancouver Canucks hockey team for many, many years, and my favorite player for a long time. May have him as like a celebrity guest for when the media shows up for this. Hopefully. It'd be nice because he's super, super nice guy. I've met him a few times, 2 or 3 times, I think. And every time it's always been a pleasure to talk to him and just hang with him for the few minutes that you do. He's signed a bunch of stuff for me. No problem at all. He's never had issues with stuff like that. But with me, I think he could tell that it was just my personal stuff. I wasn't going to sell it to make money. As a matter of fact, I may end up auctioning off a few of those pieces just to raise some money for Canadian Blood Services. I don't know. We'll see. If he shows up for this, maybe he can authenticate it. Because people always want, certificate of authenticities when they buy stuff like that that's supposedly signed by them. And these really were. And he could probably say, "Oh, yeah, I remember doing that," when the time comes. I'm not sure what'll happen. Anyway, he's a busy guy, obviously. He's got his own health club now, too, right? So, but my mom thought about maybe getting him involved. My actual mom here in Vancouver. And she's kind of got a little bit of a crush on him. He's a good-looking guy, can't blame her. But she's old enough to be his mom because she's my mom and he's a little younger than me. So there you go. Anyway, so the blood drive is just a reminder to anyone that is in my area that will be participating in this. All you got to do is go to Canadian Blood Services, and when you're there, you say you're donating on behalf of or in honor of or whatever Frank Bernstein, okay, because he's the one that did he's BC's record holder, and ask them about Partner for Life program. I think we're doing one under my dad's name. I'm not sure how. I will get final details on that, but it'll be for a whole month. They're going to have this drive, so it'll start January 25th, which is a Wednesday. It's the closest I could get to his to the 28th, which was the anniversary of his 500th donation. So it's the 25th, but he always went in on Wednesdays. That's why I chose the Wednesday. And it'll last till February 25th. So it's a month long, all right? What else? Oh, yes. Oh, another one of my subscribers. Oh, and I do have a little bit of a rant to go on. I did a bit in one of my other videos that I'm uploading. I touched on it, but I will get more into it in a minute. one of my subscribers is selling off his cards. You can buy them all in a big bundle for like 150, 160 bucks or something like that. There's a massive list, which I will post here, or you can go to his channel. Here, shout out number 2 right now. DrinkBBT. All right, like the word drink with BBT in capitals. Go to his channel, message him, whatever, find out what he's got. I'll try and see if I can list all the cards in the description box and a link to his channel in there as well. I don't know if it'll work. It might be too many characters. I'm not sure, because he's got a lot for a reasonable price, I must add. I'd buy them, but right now I'm not purchasing cards, right? I'm trying to get my car fixed. I need a brake job, an oil change, that kind of crap. Anyway, now, don't get me wrong. I know I haven't uploaded or done many things here for a while, but I have been paying attention to what's going on YouTube right now. And I touched base on one of my driving back from Summerland videos, just sort of went over it a little, these so-called YugiTube awards. And like I said in the other video, really? Are you fucking kidding me? I just think it's retarded. I know there's a lot of really popular YugiTubers out there. You're thinking, oh shit, you mean like blah 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 blah. I don't even need to name them, because they've already got tons of subscribers, okay? And now I think it was Underworld 6667. Those guys were talking about it. That's one of the channels that I heard that on. One of the guys that I subscribe to. Sometimes I wonder why, but they do good stuff, and they do other stuff that just makes me want to punch the camera or punch the screen. All in all, I do enjoy most of their stuff. Anyway, I think it's stupid. It just seems like an ego grab to me. Like I know I probably wouldn't even be nominated, and I really don't care, to be honest, for any of them. Because I know they're thinking of a category, greatest new YugiTuber, and I don't really consider myself that new. If you go to my channel, I've been on since 2007. I just haven't started doing this until recently. I think it's ridiculous. Do you really need it? It's going to be fixed, and you know it's going to be fixed, just like every other awards ceremony you see on TV, for that matter. They're all rigged. I think it's a silly idea, and I think it's just a bunch of the big-time YugiTubers that are just trying to placate their own egos a little more. That's my personal opinion, and I don't think it's necessary. We know who we like. I know who I like, right? There's some guys that I like, and there's days that I don't like them because I think they're being a little arrogant or whatever, right? But that doesn't matter, because not everyone's going to put stuff up that everyone likes to see, right? So who cares? YugiTube awards, what the hell? Let YouTube handle that. We don't need to do our own in our own community. It's just ridiculous, I think. Anyway, that's my opinion, right? Just like everything I state is my opinion, which is obvious. But I don't know, what do you guys think? You think it's a good idea to have YugiTube awards? Really? Do we need them? Like, go check their channels, that Underworld and Draco guy, their channels. I think there's a list of what the awards might be, or it may not even be their channel. Might have been, I can't remember. Anyway, try searching YugiTube awards and see what you get. Who's talking about them? Your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, I think he mentioned it. Jay there, he mentioned, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I think it's ridiculous. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment. That's pretty much it for my ranting and talking. I'll do a few shoutouts. I've promised a few people I would do them. I may not have everyone down, but guys, my inbox is full of these, so I tried to do my best to go through them and pick some out that I haven't done in a while or have never done. Anyway, shoutout number 1 will be Agaron of Yu-Gi-Oh! He's one of my newer subscribers. He asked me to do one because he doesn't have very many subscribers. I said, sure, no problem. You know me, I usually do when I can. Blue Bandit 12, that's BLU Bandit 12. I'll put their annotation links there with the proper spellings and whatnot. The Team Dragon Drive, apparently he's only got about 7 or 8 subscribers, so he needs some more too. GNU, that's GNEW, GNU Official. Bob the Builder, MWWF. Of course, Tapia 323 I mentioned earlier. And a lot of you know Neo-Dreo, right? Davey. He's been a friend of mine for a while now. We laugh a lot, make fun of videos, stuff like that. It's funny. He's always dropping first on my videos and stuff like that. Him and a couple other people. He's got another new channel. And why not call it Neo-Dreo, right? Makes perfect sense to me. Anyways, check out his new channel. He'd appreciate that, I'm sure. Hi, Davey. And another fellow that I've been communicating with here on YouTube for quite some time, and he's quite sick. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know it's something pretty brutal, pretty harsh. His name's Proteus XL35. Drop in there and just wish him well. That's all I ask of you. Just to wish him well, say, hey, hope you feel better, yada yada. I heard you weren't feeling good. His mom went through some cancer issues, I believe it was. She's doing a lot better, but just stop in and say, hey, you know, we're in your corner type thing, right? He knows how I feel. I've actually put together, and on Friday we'll be mailing him a Nordic deck because he expressed interest in trying it out. So I put it together, bought some cards, threw it all together for him. Because a lot of his cards I think were ripped off. So anyway, I hate that. I hate people that steal cards, especially from kids. Like, what are you fucking thinking, guy? If I ever catch people doing that myself, you're not going to forget that I caught you doing it. I'm not going to threaten, but I'm going to say I'm going to make it so that you're not going to want to steal from people again. I think it's lame. If you can't afford them, you know what? Then don't play, all right? Or get a freaking job where you can earn some money to buy your own damn cards. Quit stealing them from kids. These kids, you know, they're not made of money, right? And when they have decent, expensive cards and they're happy and proud of it, you don't steal it from them. You just let them have them. Who cares, right? You can afford it if you're working. You can go buy one yourself. Leave the kids alone and quit stealing stuff. It pisses me off. I mean, don't get me wrong. We've all stolen. We're humans. We've done it. When I was a kid, I used to rip stuff off, but from stores and stuff, not from people or friends and whatnot that were around me. I just think it's lame. Anyway, stop stealing. And if you really want to one-up that, give the damn cards back to the kids. Say, look, dude, sorry about that. Here you go. Anyway, that's all I got, really. Some shout-outs, some rants. What's been going on lately, stuff about Christmas. Now you know about my adoption scenario, and it's actually pretty heartwarming. I'm just going to ramble and ramble and ramble, and that's just stupid. So I'm going to end this here. I think I've got like a 15-minute video here or something. But hey, at least you're caught up now. And you know the routine. I'm Sayers13, swinging for game.